You know, I was kind of going for that Top Gun aviator look for the thumbnail, but all I had were these cheap plastic glasses and, yeah. Top Gun Maverick, a sequel to Christ, it's like a 36-year-old film. And yeah, in service of a film that was delayed for about 2 years, I thought I would also delay my review. Better late than never, right? After more than 30 years of service as one of the Navy's top aviators, Pete Maverick Mitchell is back at Top Gun to train some new elites on the successful execution of an impossible mission that could lead with each one of them not making it back alive. Now, I've seen Top Gun a total of about once, and that was a really long time ago. But we're in this era today where we're getting sequels to 20-year-old movies, and to no surprise, not many of them are that great. I think the best statement from me is that being a 36-year sequel, this movie has no right being as amazing as it was. I genuinely think this is one of my favourite films of the year. This is just such a well-rounded movie. It manages to capture that energy of the original 80s Top Gun vibes whilst translating it into modern day and giving us some absolutely incredible fighter jet stunts. I had to check before going into this if any of it was CG, and no, apparently before starting, Tom Cruise stressed how he wanted this all to be done in real life. And then looking at some of those insane shots and how close they get with each other in these jets, it's just breathtaking. And I could talk on and on about how incredible these stunts were, and I don't think I'll ever do it justice. It's really something you should see for yourself. But that's not really the only shining star here either. This movie takes us for a great ride through some emotional elements as well. Stunts aside, this is probably the best acting I've seen from Tom Cruise in a long time. A lot of the moments outside the cockpit just hit home, it almost had you choking up once in a while. And I don't really think you need to be a original Top Gun fan to enjoy this film, nor do you have even had to have seen it. You'll obviously miss out on a couple of the character links and a couple of callbacks, but they'll keep you caught up with stuff that you need to know for this film anyway, with some well-placed dialogue. Done in a mostly tasteful way, they managed to create this story in which old fans and new can enjoy it just as much. And of course, being Top Gun, music is also an important piece, or I should say, the use of music. There's definitely some bangers here which do great to accompany a lot of the shots, and of course you get some absolutely amazing retro songs coming back to make a return, but there's this piece in the final act of the film which just has no score whatsoever, and it does so well without me even realising it. My heart was pounding from the adrenaline. They do well to define the objective, the story, you understand what these characters are fighting for, and combining that with knowing the fact that all of this was done in real life, some of the stuff you see towards the end is absolutely insane. And aside from Tom Cruise, you've also got a handful of returning and new characters. Miles Teller plays Rooster, who's the son of Goose who died in the first film. He plays quite a big part here, and he's a lot of the contribution to the emotional elements of the film, and I think he's really great here. I also really love John Hamm in this film too. And the other newcomer that I want to really give a shout out to is Monica Barbaro, who apparently was the only person other than Tom Cruise to have not thrown up during the jet fighter training. So props to her. Val Kilmer is also back for part of the movie, returning as Iceman, and given the problems he had with his throat, I understand that he went through throat cancer, I was quite curious to see how they put him in here. It's really tastefully done, and I'm really glad that they got him back for this. It is a long movie, but it doesn't feel that long until about halfway through the final act, but to be honest, I couldn't tell you what they could have taken this out to make it shorter. I loved every moment in here, and I feel like each scene served the story really well. You've got the hot-bloodedness from the 80s of the original film, some absolutely jaw-dropping stunts, as well as some really great character and emotional performances. They did a really great job here, and it's one I'd definitely recommend. It's been out in cinemas already for a month, but I would say this is definitely one for the big screens if you can see it before it comes off of cinemas, even if you've never seen the original Top Gun before. Right, so, Top Gun, have you seen it? I wouldn't be surprised, it's been out for quite a while. If you have, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments down below. If you liked this video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe, it always helps out. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews of movies, anime and video games. Until next time guys, take care. Bye bye.